What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be checking out one of the most important accessories that you can buy for your Mavic 4 Pro, ND filters. If you're not sure why you should use ND filters, the answer is pretty simple. They create that cinematic look by introducing some natural looking motion blur to your footage. This effect is a lot more pronounced when you're flying closer to the ground. So if I stop the footage here, take a look at the bottom area of the screen and you will see so much motion blur in those fields. Same thing without natural looking motion blur, just doesn't feel right and doesn't look cinematic at all. Of course, the higher you fly, the less visible the motion blur will be because there will be a lot more distance between the drone and the objects on the ground. However, this is a standard principle applied for all cinematic drone footage, so I highly encourage you to check out ND filters so you can be covered in all situations, no matter what. So here's what I have in my backpack. Freewell was kind enough to send me some of their filters, which I will be checking out today. So starting out first, we have the Diffusion Glow Mist filter. This is 1/4 strength. This adds a little bit of glow and diffusion to your footage, makes it a little bit more dreamy, and I really like this effect. So we'll check this out later. We have Split ND 1512, so 1000 strength for the main camera and 512 for the other two cameras of the Mavic 4 Pro. This is perfect for long exposure photography. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to test these out today because we don't have any waves in the sea. But when we do, I'll make sure to check this out and post it on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me there. Then we have the Split ND PL 4-pack of filters. We have ND 8, 16, 32 and 64. And these filters are split again, just like the ND 1000. These are split so you can have the stronger ND on top for the main camera and the less strong for the other two cameras. And if you don't want to have polarization with your filters, they also have this regular Split ND 4-pack, which is exactly the same but doesn't have any polarization on the filters, which for many people would be the easier and the better choice if you don't want to trouble yourself with rotating and using the polarization. And finally, we have this circular polarizer. This is great for removing some glare, some reflections from the water. If you are shooting a lot of these surfaces that have a lot of reflections, this will be perfect for those scenarios. Taking a very quick look at the shots recorded with the Split ND filters from Freewell, which I'll link below, and we can see that we have very nice, crispy, vibrant footage that just looks great. And I haven't noticed any color shift or any distortion, any problems with the glass that you're putting on the Mavic 4 Pro. Similarly to that, we have the Split ND's PL filters, which have polarization, so it's up to you to rotate the glass accordingly depending on what you're planning to shoot. Usually people set the polarization on top so you can have a little bit darker sky, so you can retain a little bit more information from that area. That's especially valuable when you're shooting landscape footage. And finally, let me show you the 1/4 mist filter, which unfortunately only adds mist. It's not an ND filter, so it doesn't really allow you to use manual camera settings. You need to crank up the shutter quite a bit so you can expose your footage properly. But keep in mind, this is not something that you should use on all of your footage. With that being said, guys, this is everything I have for you from today's video. I'll link all the filters that I got from Freewell in the description. Make sure you check them out if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching. This is Mike from Drone Supremacy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.